Hey guys, Ilya here. I want to talk today about the new addition to the KUIML for Bluecat Audio plugin script and for other plugins that use KUIML. And the thing is called the TextWidget. As you see, it is used here for the browser, some kind of simple KUIML browser. I'll talk about it later. Let me show you how it all started and why it was developed. So basically in KUIML you don't have built-in multi-line text widgets. You can create some kind of multi-line text using multiple tags of text, but this is not convenient when you want to output some random text just that you have in a string. And it is also very useful to have some kind of a text widget to output logs. Here you see the simple example. You turn the knob and you want to see which values the DSP part reads, how it converts them to absolute values, and so on. In the early days of Latemix Skin, there was a simple tool to do logs. It was just a very simple primitive log that could be scrolled, and that's it. It supported only monotype fonts, but it did the job. It helped a lot to develop things. I thought that it would be great to create some more complicated stuff around it so that it could be editable, so that you could select the text inside it, so that it could support not only monotype fonts and so on. And it grew into this text widget thing that I will be talking about. Today, the basic usage, the log, you can select everything, you can copy stuff, you can open the whole log as a file. If you right click, you can with mouse wheel zoom in and out. You can also easily change themes. You can select, for example, dark theme. Hey, for this log widget, or dark blue. This looks nice in the default Bluecat Audio skin as well. Also, it supports tables now. You could, instead of the comma, you could add a tab. So with support of tables, it can nicely position your columns so that your values are all nicely aligned. For other examples, I will switch to the TextWidget demo. Here you see the next iteration, the log that could be edited. So you can type anything, you can add some text and so on. You could select it with your keyboard, with the mouse, double click, delete, everything you expect from the basic text area or from text editing element. You could load some longer texts to try how it supports editing long texts. And you see it's quite responsive. So basically this is the text editor that supports UTF, and it works quite nicely. Exploring this idea of editing text and doing something more interesting, I thought about BB code. So the next iteration was the text widget that supports BB code tags. If you take a look at the source, you'll see header tag. There are lists designed in some way. You could, by the way, get rid of this and it will use the default list. There is undo redo, by the way. You could just grab some text and make it bold, just like you would expect. It was nice. It started to support some basic BB code text, and I thought, why not to try to support also images. You can delete them, you can add them as backgrounds, you can add them inline, etc. You can even add floating images here so that your text is surrounded by images or vice versa. I also added lists. It is possible to do some nice lists. You can edit everything. You can add new items to the list, etc. Delete them. Here is a page with examples of some BB code tags that TextWidget supports. You see all the basic tags for bold, italic, font size, background color, text color, etc. And you can combine these basic tags and create complex tags. For example, you can create H1 tag that consists of both size and bold BB-code tags, so you can make lists that consist of several other tags to change margins, line height, etc, etc, etc. The simple idea for tables was to use it for logs, as I explained earlier, just to have the values nicely separated. But then I thought it would be nice to have some decoration for tables. So tables can be decorated. You can see various examples of how tables can look. It is all adjustable. If you take a look at the source, you'll see the table tag. The thing is, you can not only display it but also edit it, and this is a bit crazy in terms of developing all of this so that it all works nicely and supports all the various combinations, but it works. You can even add rows, you can add columns, just like in your favorite Microsoft Word or Google Docs. So it can be used for displaying various information. For example, I use tables when I'm building various versions of TextWidget. I create several smaller versions of TextWidget that I could use in particular situations. And here you see I use TextWidget to display the information about the building process and how much these files are in size, etc. So tables are nice, I mean that. Let me get back to the demo. So various stuff it supports. You can go to the TextWidget documentation, TextWidget parameters. You can view the detailed information about all the parameters, what you can do with it. There are a lot of interesting things you can do. This is the article about BB-code, what kind of BB-code it supports, how you can create tables, etc. And also an article on themes. You can create your own themes for TextWidget. They look like this. You can also change, for example, background or a text color or whatever you want. Everything is highly customizable and adjustable. So let's move on. After the BB-code, the next idea was to create a web browser. Takes HTML, converts it to BB-code, and with help of Bluecat Audio, here it is, the browser. By the way, rich text also is resizable, everything is smooth, and the browser is also resizable here. You can have two types of resizers in TextWidget, only the vertical or resize it in both directions. You can also make it resize only horizontally. So the browser loads the page, then loads the images, as you see. No JavaScript indeed, so only some basic sites are supported. You can see there are several text widgets here. You can display headers, display HTML source, BB code, play with it, see how your site looks in here. It's quite funny. It can show you some mistakes in your site markup that you don't see in a normal browser. But basically this is just a demo to see how TextWidget can be used for these tasks. By the way, this single line input is also made by TextWidget. We have single line inputs in KUIML indeed, but they are not too customizable. There are very few parameters or attributes you can change, and TextWidget gives you tons of possibilities to customize it, make it look the way you want. Several examples of single line inputs. The original string is updated different ways. For example, it can be updated every time you type in something, or if you have a long text, probably this is a good idea to update it only sometimes when you stop typing or when you hit enter. The nice thing, it can also change parameters and display parameters like param text edit box, but you can make it change the style on the fly when you click when it has focus, it can change colors. You can also use BB code, so you can make, for example, the numerical value bigger, the unit value smaller and with less opacity, so just a bit more customization. You have rounded corners, etc., all the nice things. This is the log example that just displays what you type in here, just so you could see there is a log. It can change themes, as I have shown you before. The last thing that could be made with TextWidget is just to output plain text. So this is the basic text in KUIML, nothing special. TextWidget can do the same thing. It uses the TW_text element for this. So you have now two hello world. Amazing, right? But what can TextWidget add to the table? It can add multi-line text. Nothing special, but here it is. Yeah, it can do the text align, text H align center, for example, right? Yeah. You can add BB code easily. So hello, let's make it bold. And it's bold. Let's make again inverted. Here it is. It just gives a little more than a regular text. Really, it gives much more than the regular text element, because you can also output tables. For example, let's make a simple table. So this is a simple table. You can make it look nice. As this is a TW text, you can select or edit it, but you can, if you want to, for example, set this to edit true, and now you can edit it. So this is the quick overview of the TextWidget element for KUIML for BlueCat audio plugins. If you're interested, you can contact me. I'll send you the demo to try. It will be included in the next update to LetterMix skin. And one of the main cool things that you can have is that it is used now for displaying errors inside LetterMix skin. Let me show you. Let's make some stupid error, like not close the repeat tag. You can see what's going on. Without the pop-ups, you change, save, and it auto-reloads. This is a really cool experience for developing KUIML, and it works for the scripts as well. For example, let me make some stupid thing here into the X, something like that. Okay, so we see there is an error in the script, and you can easily fix it, save, and everything is fine. So TextWidget opens up a lot of new cool things for us developers. Hope you enjoy using it or just watching this tutorial. Quick look at what it can do. Have a nice day and great projects. Bye bye. See you next time.